Now we've got a chance to look at possibly Britain's brightest hope for a major championship and trust them to spell his name wrong.
For
not Ahmed, Hamed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome viewers
anyway,
to Prime Network.
Naseem Hamed in action against
RTE.
Chris Clarkson.
It's an 8 3-minute round contest at bantamweight under referee Fred Teat.
And Fred Teat is in fact the subject of my quiz question this evening. So keep your ears popped.
In the red corner, boxing out of Hull, wearing blue trunks, the British Central Area Bantamweight champion, Chris Clarkson.
There's Chrissy Clarkson, the Central Area Bantamweight champion. In fact, he at one point held both the Bantamweight and Featherweight championships of the Central Area. And ironically, actually beat the same man for both championships, Jerry McBride from Manchester. And there's Naseem Hamed, the Arabian Prince, unbeaten. 8 fights now, Hamed, unbeaten in all of them. And only one man so far has run the full route with him.
Clarkson scored 8
that was Peter Buckley.
and 12 pounds. Hamed in the blue, Clarkson in the red.
So, 8 threes then in the bantamweight division. Chris Clarkson, good little fighter. Been a pro now since March of '85. And Hamed turned pro last April. And there's Chrissy Clarkson. Brendan England, of course, manager and trainer of Naseem Hamed, promoted these days by Mickey Duff. And Chrissy Clarkson used to be with Mick Toomey. But I now think he's probably, I think he's changed camp. I don't know who he's with, I'm afraid. I do apologise. Possibly his old mucker. And his name will come to me in a moment. So Hamed then in the green shorts or turquoise shorts, southpaw. In fact, he can do it either way round. He's not bothered. A bit of a Hamed shuffle there. Both men, former schoolboy champions. And Hamed, of course, won a whole string of amateur titles before turning professional. And does remain, as I say, a very serious hope for Britain to go on to take championships at all kinds of weights and different levels. And he's a hell of a puncher, believe me. I've been sparring with him. And I'm a lot bigger, and he hurt my chest. I think terrible. Thankfully, he didn't hit me on the head. And Chrissy Clarkson boxed for the IBF Intercontinental Bantamweight Championship, beaten in 4 rounds by Francisco Arroyo a couple of years ago. But mixed in good company. Fought Duke McKenzie, beaten in 5, beaten by the former British and European champion Billy Hardy in 5 as well. And the last time we saw him in action was beaten by Bradley Stone on points over 8. And Hamed's such an intimidating man to fight. I've known him for about 8 years now, I'm glad to say. His family, in fact, come from the Yemen. Or it used to be Aden in my day, if that makes it any clearer to you. It's that peninsula on the eastern side of the Persian Gulf. And to date, Naseem Hamed, the only man to have stopped Andrew Bloomer. Did it in 2. And also beat Alan Lay into another Welshman, and he was unbeaten, in fact, going into the Hamed fight. A very good performance there by Naseem. Last time out, he beat a very gritty another little Welshman. All gritty, aren't they? Kevin Jenkins in 5. No, it's in 3, I do apologise. Memory was fading me then. And the crowd very impressed so far with what they've seen of Hamed. Because one of the reasons that he's on this bill is a possible future opponent for the man who tops the bill this evening, Wayne McCulloch. Oh, lovely right hook, and down goes Chrissy Clarkson. Good shot. That was fast and accurate. Up at 8. Well, he's a gritty campaigner, Chris Clarkson, but can he take the power of Hamed? That's the problem. And the variety of punch as well, and the bell ends the first round. Hamed, well, doing a bit of a Chris Eubank, but let me tell you something about Chris Eubank. That top of the rope leap, it was in fact learned from this young fella up in that Sheffield gym. Eubank never did it until he actually went up there and trained in Brennan Ingall's gym. And there's the replay of the knockdown, and he saw little Hamed jumping over the top rope, and that was just for sparring, and Chris adopted it for his professional routine. Round 2 then of a scheduled 8 bantamweight contest. Naseem Hamed dropped Clarkson with the right hook just at the end of the first. Chris Clarkson's problem, of course, is if he leads off, he knows he's going to get caught. If he doesn't, he's going to get caught anyway. So how on earth do you fight this man? And it sounds rather strange. He looks very good, doesn't he? But he's a lot better than he looks as well, which is rather odd, isn't it? And the chance are, well, he's only 19 now. When he gets up to 21, the chance are he'll probably be a super featherweight or even a lightweight. Still growing, of course. Getting a bit chunkier these days as well. Very confident. So he can box either left or right hand forward. He's got power in both punches too. As I'm sure Chris Clarkson would testify. Yes, I think Chris Clarkson, possibly these days with Steve Pollard, another ex-pro from Hull, or in fact a current pro from Hull. Yeah, good right hand there from Hamed. I'm very glad to say he came to boxing exhibition on my show with Gary Daru, the former British featherweight champion. Grateful for that. So halfway through the second. And there's now blood coming from Clarkson. There's a good body shot there. That was perfectly measured and painful. Didn't look, it looked innocuous, but look at the effect he's had on Chris Clarkson. He's not going to beat the count. He's staying down there quite sensibly, and they're very, very painful. Well, I hope we see that one again. And there's the forward somersault from Hamed. That was a beautiful shot. A left hand right in the solar plexus. And the crowd really appreciating this young fella. They've read about him, they've seen him on television, now they've seen him in the flesh, but not for long. Well, I just wonder whether Matt Tinley would be prepared to risk Wayne McCulloch, and there's the body shot. What a superb finish there from Naseem Hamed. He goes from strength to strength.
In 1 minute
and 50
seconds in round 2.
Chris Clarkson's face, and that beautiful short left uppercut to the body. So Naseem Hamed then declared the second round winner. And what an acrobat.